I call this God's work. This words I see up in my dreams. He tell me not to quit. This type of shit is what y'all need. When you choose to live your life, not popping pills and sipping lean. Come spend a...
And we're live. Welcome to another episode of the Conquer Podcast. Today we have a great host. I'm the host. We have a great guest by the name of JonTrae. And JonTrae out of Louisiana.
Yes, sir.
Where exactly are you from, JonTrae?
I'm from Louisiana, Louisiana, to be exact.
Show, man. So I've always wanted to get JonTrae on the podcast, have a good conversation with him. We actually met at the gym, saw him, I think they started playing one of your songs, man.
Yeah, you remember.
And they started blasting it. They started blasting it, and then he came up to me and was like, "Hey, what you think about the song?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, I fuck with it." And then he's all like, "Yeah, it's actually my song." And I was like, "Damn, that's some good shit, man." And I think just from the fact that he came up to me, that you came up to me, man, and you started telling me about like your song and
right.
and like I just saw the passion in your eyes, bro. I was like, "Damn, like he's committed." And then we're actually listening to his song right now as we're lifting weights.
I don't know what made me go up there and do that. I just had these cards on me. I made some cards.
Yeah.
So I had them in my book set, and I was just like, let me go fucking get up shit to the gym people.
Yeah.
So I gave it to him, and then all of a sudden I put my headphones back in. I ain't think they about to play the shit.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it was like this. And so I took my headphones out and they playing the shit over the speaker. I'm like, damn, they doing it like this.
But you asked them, man, like you were like, hey.
I didn't ask them to play it. I was just like, I make music, just check me out,
Yeah.
And shit, they just put it over the speaker. They was like, man, you support us, so we support you. And I was like, shit, that's real.
Yeah, that's what I like about the gym we go to, man. Yeah. Like I've met a lot of cool dudes from that gym, and when I'm at the gym, man, I try to actually talk to like the people that like are around there.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of them have like their own thing going on too.
Right.
But yeah, man, it was just it was a coincidence. We started talking, we started chopping it up, and we started seeing like he was an artist, and I consider myself an artist too with like video production. Yeah, man. So we resonate. We resonate in a lot of ways. Hell yeah, man. And so I was like, man, we gotta get together. We gotta talk. We gotta see what we can like work on. And luckily we got together now, so we could talk about like your background, your creative process, how you're inspired to make the music that you make. I actually listened to a couple of your songs, and I really like your music. I feel like off of first glance, man, first impression, I feel like the music that you bring is very fresh, very new. It has a lot of styles like from J. Cole. Yeah. That's a lot of like this conscious rap.
Yeah, man, I'm just trying to wake the people up.
Yeah, more intelligent on a higher level.
Yeah, and that's what I try to do, man. I try to just continue to grow as a person, just continue to elevate my mind, and just try to challenge myself when I make songs and shit. Yeah. Like I be like, man, say something. You gotta say something. Like you gotta bring a message. Like what I'm saying. Like I don't know, man. It's just crazy.
For sure. No, yeah, man. So like we were talking about this off the video, but when I was in high school, some of my favorite rappers were like J. Cole, like we talked about, like Kendrick Lamar too. Yeah. Those were like the top two, but I've always had a strong connection with conscious rap because I feel like it inspired me like when I was at some of my lowest points in my life. Right. And also I felt like it always gave me like that motivation to keep, hustling, keep grinding. Yeah, man, and it came a lot from like artists like Jay-Z. He's gotten a lot more mainstream, but right. I feel like his music is very conscious. Nas, J. Cole, like we talked about. But trying to unpack this and trying to get to know you, right? JonTrae, like your story. If we were in high school together, like what kind of guy were you, man? Like what were you doing in high school? Like if we were friends and we were just hanging out.
Man, we were just playing sports, man. sports in school. Shit, hoping for NFL dreams. For real? Like everybody. Yeah. Everybody want to make it in sports, dog. So shit. But I wasn't focused on sports like I should have been. Mm-hmm. But it's in the past. Fuck it.
Yeah, would you like football or basketball?
Oh, I played football and baseball.
Baseball.
Yeah.
Oh shit, me too, man. I played baseball too.
Yeah. What position you was at?
I was pitching. I played varsity baseball. I was pitching, and also I was playing second base.
Yeah.
And every now and then I would catch. But my favorite position was pitching.
I remember when I played Little League baseball, man, I used to be the catcher.
The catcher?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Ain't nobody was still at home.
Yeah, man. The catching is like, that's where you get hit the most, bro.
Right.
Like, you have to stop everything there. Third base, too, is like, they call it the hot box.
Oh, man, I would never play third base.
Yeah, the hot box, because that's where, like, all the hard shots are going to come at.
I would never play third base. Third baseman's got my utmost respect, but catcher's got my respect the most.
Yeah.
I was watching this video on Instagram one day, and it was showing, like, from a back catcher's point of view, catching like 99 miles per hour fastballs and shit. Hell
yeah, man. They get paid though, bro. Like in the MLB,
but hell no.
It's a grind, man. It's a grind. So you're like, all right, man. Like sports ain't gonna be for me. Like, what made you decide to go like into the artistic route and try to follow like your passion of making music?
Oh man, I always was into music, but when I would like started to rap and stuff. Like, everybody was just like, man, you can rap. You know what I'm saying? They would just tell me, you can rap. Like, you can rap. But I was like, man, I ain't messing with none of that shit. I never really wanted to do this shit. But, you know, I guess it's just a passion now, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know? It's a passion. Like, I tried so many times, I tried to stop. But then it just come back to me. And I'm like, so shit, I guess this shit is like a calling or something.
Yeah. So you started off like your homies just like they
was just like,
bars.
Man, you can rap, dog. Yeah. They was just like, man, you can rap. Like, you need to go try to do that. You can rap. Yeah. Especially my partner that I told you about. Yeah. He was like that. He was always telling me that, dog, you can rap. You can rap. You can rap. And he's always calling me, what the music, some shit.
So like, fuck it, let me get in there.
Let me get it in, man.
So when did you make your first song?
I made my first song, I think I was like 15 years old.
15?
Yeah, at one of my partner's crib. Shout out to Nick, man. That shit was crazy.
If you were to paint your music in maybe like 3 words, what would you label them under? Like, you know, it can be like ambitious. It can be about money. It can be about girls. You know, like if you were to put it into 3 categories or like a couple categories,
I'm gonna say life, the grind, and shit, and just being you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, the life, the grind, and being you. Yeah, that's what I had to say.
Like being like authentic.
Yeah, basically, man, just being true to yourself, man. Yeah. You know, not lying or none of that. Not talking about no crazy shit. I try to talk about real life shit, like real life shit that everybody go through. That like people could relate to and shit, you know?
Yeah. So take me back to Louisiana, man. Like growing up, what when it came to like, you know, your music and just like how you express yourself artistically, like who were the main inspirations for you? Was it like artists from Louisiana, artists that you listened to growing up? Was it like your friends, your family? Or is it more just like, you know, just yourself? This is kind of how you were, you know, you wanted to express yourself creatively. What was like the main motivation that inspired you to make music?
Man, like I say, I'm really inspired by my bro, man. My bro Tatum, man. I'm really inspired by him. That's the one that really made me go out and make this music, man. Cause like shit, he used to always be like, man, where the music at? So I feel like if I don't try this shit, then shit, I failed him some shit.
Yeah.
So shit, I'm trying to get, man.
And he was like your brother.
Yeah, that was my dog.
Hell yeah, man. So you're like when somebody passes away, it really changes like life's perspective.
Hell yeah.
Like quick.
You look at a lot of shit different, man.
You start realizing like time is borrowed.
Hell yeah, you start realizing like, man, like shit, this shit here one day, gone the next.
Hell yeah. And it's like, you know, when I think about that, it's like, you know, we're at one point, we're all gonna be gone, you know?
Right.
Like it's like, what's the footprint that you're leaving on this world?
What I learned, man, is just to live your life, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Just go out and do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
And don't worry about what nobody else got to say, you know, because shit, somebody will always have something to say. So you just always got to just be like, man, I'm going to do what I want to do in life, and I'm going to create my own reality. Like, because you really can't create your own reality. You could be whatever the fuck you want to be.
Yeah. That is in, like, there's, like, nothing stopping you, right?
Right. I mean, you're going to run into obstacles and stuff, but still at the same time, like, you still got that opportunity and you still got the time. You got time and opportunity to do whatever the fuck you want to do and be whatever you want to be. It's just about what you want to do. You just got to find that passion in you. You know what I'm saying? You just got to... Life is about purpose, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Like, you know, we're gonna get a little deeper here, right? But like, if you were to say what's like the meaning of life, what do you think that would be?
The meaning of life?
Like, what's the point of us? Like, you know, if you really think about it, man, we're our lifespans. Like, you know, if a normal human being, a healthy human being,
right,
were to live for a long time, they'll probably get to like 80, maybe to 100 years. And if you think about like the most 100 years, like those 100 years aren't shit compared to like the time zone, like the timeline that the universe has been in existence. Like, we're like in this little speck of time, and you know it comes. I feel like it comes by and it goes by so fast too. In this lifetime, do you think there's like a meaning? Is there like a purpose to what we do, like on our day to day? Is it like, or is it just kind of like, you know, we're just here for a while, like let's just kind of enjoy it?
Man, I think our purpose here is to create, dog. Everybody could be a creator. Mm-hmm. It's just about diving into yourself and just figuring out what it is that you meant to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody meant to do something.
Just like different forms of art, right?
Like every form, man. Rapping. Drawing, painting, videography, photography, just man, writing, and just everybody can create something. Creating businesses, everybody can create something, dog. Everybody is a creator.
Hell yeah. Like one thing that I like to think about is like when I make videos or I make any type of content, I like to think. I tell myself, I'm like, when I'm like having this like inner dialogue with God,
right.
I tell God, like, what is it that you want to create through me?
Yeah.
And I think that it's like, we're like a vessel.
Yeah.
That God, like an instrument, think about like an instrument.
Right.
That God creates through us. And it's like, if it's, you know, if it's coming from God, it's like, it should be like a positive message, or, you know, you're bringing something positive to the world.
Yeah.
Because I do believe also it's like, it is a, whatever you put out into the universe type deal. And this is like some woo shit, right? But I feel like whatever you put out into the universe, you do kind of receive it.
Right.
So if you're putting out like good stuff, you're gonna get it back. But if you're putting out bad stuff, it's like a law. It's like a law of nature that, you know, it just kind of works in the background. You don't really think about it, but it's like whatever you're putting out, that's what's gonna come back to you.
And to go back to what you were saying about us being a vessel, somebody once told me like, we part of the, like, you know, God is the creator, right? Mm-hmm. And we are part of the creator, right? So shit, we put here to create. So shit, that shit made sense to me.
Going back to your music, like just the creative process, do you feel like you need any external things to make your music, or do you think a lot of it comes just from you?
A lot of my music comes from just sitting down sometimes, man, and just thinking.
Like in silence?
Yes, in silence, dog. I sit in my crib in the dark sometimes, just in silence.
Yeah.
Or just sit on my patio, just in silence. Yeah. Being out in nature and shit, man. Like if I'm out in nature and I'm listening to a beat, like a lot of shit will just come to me. Mm-hmm. Or if I'm off of like social sites for a long time, that's when I really just shit just flow through me. It's like when I'm on social sites, it's like it just blocks something in me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But when I get off of them, it's just like everything just flows.
There's a lot of noise, huh?
Man, a lot of distractions.
There's a lot of noise. I think that's something that our generation is dealing with a lot.
Yeah.
That there's a lot of noise with social media, Facebook, Instagram. And when you get on these sites, everybody has like an opinion.
Right.
And it's so easy to follow like the most popular opinion.
I ain't gonna lie, man, but it's good. It's good for, it has some good things to it, but man, the negatives just outweigh the good.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about it.
No, yeah, I agree, man. I think the way I look at Instagram and Facebook, and I've learned this a lot more the older I get, but the more mature I get too, man. Like the more you start realizing more shit, right? But it's that like Instagram, Facebook, a lot of these social media sites, I try to use it for business.
Yeah.
Or like just kind of a way for myself to express my art and my creativity, you know.
But you see, man, it's easy to say that, but it's hard to get distracted by all of the other shit that's got going on. I guess it just all comes back to discipline. Mm-hmm. You just gotta have discipline. Yeah, that's what life really about, is discipline.
Yeah, I agree. And like me, I think people are different. Like in getting to know you better, I see that you're very spiritual. Yeah. And you have a deeper connection like with like who you are. Right. And like the way I see like just myself, kind of like the way I grew up is I have like a mindset of very like, I look at life a lot like war. Yeah. Like the way I look at things, it's warrior mentality. Yeah, I have like a war mentality in a lot of things, and I think about like why it's like war, right? Like it's difficult. There's some times that it gets hard. Mm-hmm. There's some times that you have to kind of like buck up. You have to have that discipline, like you were saying. Right. And then it's like, you know, it's not like easy. Hell no. And you don't want it to be easy either, right? You want it to be a little bit difficult because like things that are the best things in life, I think, are after you applied yourself, you put some discipline, and you actually got them through challenge. I think that's the best thing, like, from life, because you actually have to like earn it. You know, it's not like somebody just like put it to you right there. I see what you're saying. You know?
So you're saying like if you earn it, it's just a better feeling once you get it.
Yeah, it's like if somebody gives you like an apple, right? Right. Or like somebody gives you an apple. It's like here. It's like, all right, cool. Like I'll take the apple. But it's like, all right, let's say you have to like go out there and like actually go pick it from the tree. Right. It's like, shit, like you fucking like that apple, you know? Like you have more value for that apple because
that's the same shit we were just talking about with, you know, merch. I was just saying like once I created my own merch, like I only wear my own shit and it feels good. Yeah.
It does, man. Like instead of wearing somebody else's stuff, right? You actually like promote your stuff, which feels a lot better.
It does, though. Man, it feels a whole lot better once you put on your own shit and you be like, this is my shit. Man.
So what is like, can we take a look at your sweater? Like,
oh, yeah, man.
Take a look at
Live Forever Music, man.
Live Forever Music.
Yes, sir.
And like what's like your like the message behind it, bro? Like what's it mean to you?
Man, a lot of stuff that I talk about in my music is, you know, protecting your soul and shit, you know, like man, like, cause there's another world for us to go to. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have that good soul. When you got that good soul, like you just gonna attract good things. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna live forever, man.
How would you describe the soul?
The soul.
Like what is it?
Man, I'm still trying to figure that out, dog. I be reading shit and watching shit. Yeah. And I'm still trying to figure it out. I be trying to figure like, is the soul your consciousness, or is consciousness and the soul two different things?
That's some deep, that's some deep shit. Yeah, that's
so I really
light up the blunt right now.
That shit crazy, man.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I think we all have a soul. That's for sure. Mm-hmm. Like there actually been tests that, like when a person dies, 21 grams of their being leaves their body. Damn. 21 grams. Yeah, it's 21 grams. So when you die, like something like leaves your body, and I think that's the soul.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like that's the soul leaving your body, and it's like, what is it? And I do think it's like, I don't know, man. Like, you know, when we think about God. It gets deep, right?
That's why I'm laughing, cause man, you'll start talking about like I be fucking like sometimes I could just sit down and like I could feel like, you know how people say your body is just like a vessel, like just like for like your soul. Yeah. And like I just could sit down sometimes and just feel like my soul inside me and just know that this shit is just a vessel. Like I could feel it like. I don't know how to explain it.
Like this shit's all dust.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, dog. But man, our mind just be on another level, dog.
Yeah, man. Like I've been through a couple of injuries, bro. When I was like a kid, I I got cut like on my eye by a dog, bro. I got cut on my arm. I've like had like some like injuries like playing sports.
Right.
And it makes me realize like the body isn't much, man. Like it's so easy for this body to disappear, you know, to get hurt, to get injured.
Right.
But that soul is like what's very important. Yeah. That's just like you can't touch it, you know. Nope.
That's why I'm saying, man, your soul lives forever. Live forever music.
It's your music too, and then like your music is expressed through your soul.
Yep.
Right, because you have like you know you can get an idea of who a person is by their music. Right. And by what they create.
Right.
That's
music is crazy, dog. Like you can actually listen to some shit and that shit really like touches your soul. Yeah. Like you feel that shit.
It can motivate you. It can make you feel sad. It can make you feel depressed.
Man, music is crazy.
I don't try to listen to depressing music no more, man. like I used to like some type of songs that were like depressing and shit. Like you know, like love songs and shit. Right. When I was like younger and I didn't really know like what's up. But now that I'm older, I'm like I don't want that shit touching my soul that much anymore. Like I'm like I try to stay away from sad things. Yeah. Sad movies, sad like negative movies. Right. Negative music. I try to stay away from it because I feel like it is kind of it's infiltrating into my soul.
That's what I was trying to tell you earlier when you was asking me about like what transitioned me from the mainstream music and shit that you was asking me about. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you right there.
The mainstream. So like what do you, right now, man? Like you know how I grew up in the '90s. Yeah. I was born in the early '90s, and I kind of grew up and I saw like the '90s music. Like their influence, and then I went into 2000s, and you could tell that it changed a lot.
Man, you could tell how it changed.
And then you went to 2010, and it changed a lot there too. Mm-hmm. Like it's always changing.
It's always gonna change, though.
Like right now, what do you think the mainstream is kind of pushing out, and what makes it like? What's kind of like the story that it's giving right now? What vibe do you get from mainstream rap, mainstream hip hop? Like what do you think it is? What's that narrative they're pushing right now?
Man,
what do you think about when you think about rap? Like right now, like what is it?
It's not what it used to be. I can say that. You know, man. Back in the day, people used to tell stories through music, man. Yeah. You could see the shit in your head when you were rap. That's what I like. I like shit where like I could picture what they saying.
Like the storytelling?
Yeah, the storytelling, dog. Like I could fucking picture everything they saying. Awesome shit I could relate to. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the most powerful when there's actually a story. For me, at least, it's like you go through like a story. Yeah. Like the artist kind of shows you like, especially if it's like a positive story, you learn a lot from it too. You know, it inspires you. You know, and that's why we were talking about like J. Cole earlier. That was one of my favorite artists growing up. Because he just kind of inspired you. So I also like in the '90s, some of my favorite artists were like Tupac. Yeah. I used to like Biggie too, man. I used to like Biggie a lot. Biggie's probably one of my favorite ones. When it comes to making your songs, like you just write it down first, and then you're like, all right, I need a beat now to put this on, or is it like first listen to the beat and then you write the song?
First, I can't write without a beat. Yeah, so I need that beat. I gotta hear the beat. It's like the beat really be telling me what to say. Mm-hmm. If that makes any sense. Yeah. Yeah, like the beat.
Like really, the mood and that.
Yeah, like it really gonna tell you what to say.
Mm-hmm. And then so you could be like, all right. So you pull stories of like your lifestyle or like things that you lived before, or you pull like things of I don't know, things that make sense, like that you've seen or.
It's a mixture of both. Yeah. It's a mixture of just me as a human. Mm-hmm. You know, I know that emotions and shit that humans go through. Mm-hmm. So I just put myself in different positions and see shit from a different perspective. Mm-hmm. And I could just write about it. It's like a gift, dog. Mm-hmm. But some of it comes from my life too, though. Mm-hmm. But like I could really just put myself in like a perspective and just write about it. Mm-hmm. Like I could just write stories like
a little bit. I feel that way too with the creative process. Whereas like you there's gonna be times that you're gonna feel like a lot of doubt, or like there's times that like something comes up and you're like, okay, I can't make this song, or like, you know, it's easy to like throw in like an excuse in. And that's like those kind of like battles that you do have to kind of face.
Right.
Because it's like, if you don't face them, those are like little things that are trying to like not allow you to be creative.
Yeah.
And it's like you kind of have to like face it because you still have to be creative. You know, you have to fight to like put your story out there,
right,
and actually be creative and make your content. Because like if you don't, it's like you can easily just be like, all right, I give up. Like I'm not gonna make this shit no more.
Yep, and it's easy to give up.
It's easy. That's easy as fuck. Like anybody.
Hey, it's crazy how it's easy to be so damn lazy, but so damn hard to be productive.
JonTrae, I really appreciate it. For our viewers watching,
I appreciate
where can we find you, bro?
Y'all can find me on Instagram at xx._JR20. I got YouTube and shit too, JonTrae Rose. But if you go to my Instagram, you can just hit the links and shit and you'll find me.
For sure.
Once again, it's xx._JR20. And on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, all of that streaming platform stuff. I got Tranquility, and I got Church on a Wednesday, and I got When Night Falls.
Hey, yeah, man. Make sure to follow JonTrae. He got some fire music. Like, Tranquility was one of my favorite ones.
Appreciate you.
But yeah, make sure to follow him. Also, JonTrae, before we wrap up, man, is there like, can you give us a little something down, a little freestyle?
I'm a preacher to the streets just like a pastor to his service. I swear I'm tired of seeing my people carried off in hearses. Hoping God can come and save us cause the devil out here working. I get on Instagram sometimes, it's hard to fight these urges. Get lost up in my thoughts while trying to finish up these verses. My shit sound like a scripture out them Bibles in the churches. Think this liquor kicking in, my vision blurry and I'm swerving. And will I go to heaven? I don't know that shit for certain. Wanna give up on my dreams, sometimes I wonder if it's worth it. Do I want them running up to get my name written up in cursive? Or do I want a life where every day a nigga working? With certain shit you gotta make a decision. Not everyone gon' understand, don't let them fuck up the vision. I told my nigga fuck the streets, how about we start up a business? And I got back up in the gym just trying to work on my fitness. And they say everything that's done up in the dark gon' come into the light. I just pray that I'm forgiven for when I wasn't living right. When I go cop some syrup, pull it up and sip it over. I used to freestyle with my nigga T and he like, son, you fucking nice. Don't mind me, just had a flashback on the memory. I'm trying to make my mark so when I die, people remember me. I'm living for the day. What's in the future? Let's just wait and see. Another black man touching success, what I can guarantee. Yeah. Church on a Wednesday.
There you have it. Make sure to follow my boy JonTrae on the description.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, stay strong and keep on conquering.
Yeah.
Peace.
That is that God work. These words I see up in my dreams. He tell me not to quit. This type of shit is what y'all need. When you choose to live your life, not popping pills and sipping lean. Come spend a day with me and let me get you up to speed. This that God's work. Yeah. This that God's work. Yeah. This that God's work. Yeah. This that God's work.